Hey folks, Quill18 here. Did the world end where you are? Almost did here. We got 35 centimeters of snow in the last 24 hours. It has been sick. I've had to shovel the driveway so many times it's not even funny. But we're here with another day of holiday sales, video games for cheap. Now, Steam hasn't changed its list up here very much for some reason. I had noticed that yesterday the timer on this was at about 40 hours, so I guess the today's deals kind of started a day early or something weird. I have no idea how that was supposed to work out. The flash sales have changed. Deus Ex Human Revolution is on for $5 right now. Oh no, that just ended. What? Ends in 0? Hold on. That's the problem. The page didn't refresh. I was going to say, so the old deals from yesterday are still there. Today, new deals. Excellent. Dishonored, obviously the brand new edition from Bethesda. Oh, it's hot inside the house in here. On for half off at $30. I mean, it is a lot more expensive than a lot of the other deals you're going to see during the sale, but that's because it's still a brand new game. Dishonored was considered to be a pretty decent game, no doubt about that. Tom Clancy games, most of you probably know what these are if you're into it. These are tactical shooter games. They tend to be very realistic, and they usually have really good single-player campaigns, and they are very inexpensive. Some of them are quite old, 2008. They've been around for a while. But there's a lot of selection. There's some newer ones as well. So if you like sort of tactical first-person shooters, and if you want something that's a little bit more freaky, the Fear franchise. These are awesome, excellent game. I really enjoyed the first Fear considerably. Fear 2 I liked a lot. Fear 3 for me was not quite as good as the first two, but they do have a great co-op mode. So again, if you can get yourself a buddy and play through with him, you're going to have a great time, him or her. And the franchise is cheap. You can get the entire collection of the 3 games plus expansion packs, which are actually, they're basically full games as I recall. Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate for $13.71 US. Excellent. A little scary. I mean, it is called Fear. Turn the lights off, play properly. It's no Amnesia, but it's pretty good. Psychonauts is one of those games that was not a huge success in terms of sales when it came out, and that was a damn shame because it's constantly considered to be one of the best adventure type games of all time. Do yourself a favor, play this game if you can. Really highly regarded. Darksiders, I don't really know. Which is this? Yeah, it is an action adventure RPG type thing, and people like it. It's fairly well received. A lot of people recommend this game. I just haven't played it, so I can't tell you much about it. But I think it's supposed to be a high quality game. Again, just like the other day, the games that are listed up here, these are high quality, well regarded games. And of course, we've got SimCity 4 Deluxe Edition now. Next year, sometime, the new SimCity is going to come out, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. But SimCity 4 still holds up pretty well. Very, very fun game. There's another type of city building game out there called Cities XL that is also pretty good. SimCity has much better actual gameplay, and Cities XL to me is more if you want to be really kind of artistic and build interesting looking cities, because it's a little more freeform in how you do it. But SimCity's got great solid gameplay to this day. Fantastic. Flash sales, I don't know why's origin. Orcs Must Die. Oh my god, so much fun. Pick it up in the next 12 hours. Seriously, this is such a blast, combination. It's basically like a tower defense type first person type of game, and it's hilarious. 10 out of 10 for humor. Just great. Torchlight is a great Diablo-like game, so an action RPG. Torchlight 1 was good. Torchlight 2 is far, far better. And great fun. It's not going to be expensive. I mean, holy crap, that is really cheap. Seriously. Again, don't necessarily look for something that will blow the greatest of the greatest games out of the water. It's you'll be playing this and be like, it might not be quite as good as Diablo 2, I don't know, although it's certainly more recent, but it is a lot of fun, and it's very cheap. You can't go wrong with it if you like that sort of thing. Garry's Mod, you probably know what it is. It's the Half-Life 2 engine, but wide open physics. You just build whatever the heck you want for fun. You make little animations and toys and that sort of thing. And Legend of the Grimrock is old school flavor adventure game, like a roguelike, like games that are from the early to mid 80s, except done with very, very nice graphics. Personally, I didn't really get into it because something about the controls didn't really work out for me in the kind of gameplay that I like. And I think a part of it has to do with I just didn't give it enough of a chance. But don't take my personal lack of enjoying the game as anything, because I recognize that it is a very, very good game, and almost everyone loved it. And I think I just have to go back to it when I'm in the right mood for it. It was very highly regarded, and again, what was the price? It's got to be really cheap. Yeah, $3.74. It's like a pack of gum. So anyway, great collections here. Now that's Steam. I do want to very quickly go through a couple others, including, well, we'll get to that in a second. Green Man Gaming, I talked about before, has some more great deals today, including, and where was that on the list? The new SimCity. Now, they can't actually put SimCity, the new SimCity that's coming out next year, they can't really put it on sale yet. But what they're offering is some sort of cash back reward. So you buy the game, and then you get cash back. Now, I don't know. I haven't worked this. I don't know exactly how it works. But it sounds like you're effectively getting $7 off your deal. I'm willing to bet they're not allowed to sell it at a discount right now, but they're getting around it by giving you cash back. And you can get more cash back if you just take it as Green Man Gaming credits. So $10 to spend on their own site. So again, if you get, if this doesn't work out the way you want, I'm sorry, but it sounds like it. Do note that this still requires Origin. It still uses their DRM. You're going to have Origin installed, but it means this game just, you just punch in your code in Origin and it's part of that. It's basically just like Steam. They're doing the same thing for the new South Park game and so on and so forth, and plenty of things on sale in general. What else do they have? They still have their 30% off code as well. Again, theoretically, this works on most of their games. They've got a couple of exceptions, and it should stack with other discounts. Now, if it's a game's like 70% off and you apply this 30% off code, that doesn't mean you're getting 100% off and therefore a free game. No, they take the 70% off first, and then out of what's left, they give you another 30% discount. But it's still, so that would work out, in that case, to, I don't know, like 85% off or something like that. It's still a pretty damn good deal. And they have lots of games on here. Gamersgate, I didn't really get around to checking out what they have today. Fallout New Vegas, 70% off. I think it was cheaper yesterday on one of the other sites, on Green Man Gaming. So, you got to keep checking and whatever. And I mean, you might end up paying an extra $1 more because you bought it somewhere else instead of here. I mean, really, who cares? Either way, you're getting a great price. Crusader Kings being on sale is awesome. Obviously, one of the best games of 2012, Crusader Kings 2, if you like strategy games, if you like that sort of thing. Oh my God, Agricultural Simulator 2013 is on sale. I mean, this is the best agricultural simulator game since Agricultural Simulator 2012. I think we can all agree. Additionally, speaking of Origin a couple of times, Origin is having a sale today. Well, up until January 3rd, 50% off, and I just clicked off it. Let's bring that back. 50% off a lot of their stuff. Mass Effect 3, fantastic. FIFA Soccer 13, very cool. It's funny, I actually really like sports games. I'm not into sports, but sports games are kind of fun. I like the management aspects a lot. The new Sims, obviously, there's still the issue that you have to buy a lot of Sims games if you want to have everything. But, it is off, and that's something to be said for that. Oh, the special edition of Mass Effect 3. EVE Online. EVE continues to be a great MMO. This is, that's just top games. What do they have under simulation? Let's take a poke around. I haven't really looked here. All their Sims games. Euro Truck Simulator 2. Farming Simulator 2013. There's your competition for Agricultural Simulator. Ooh, which one will we get? Maybe we should buy both to make sure. SimCity Society, don't be confused. This is not a very good game. It is not a proper SimCity. It's really not. And Cities Excel is actually a pretty decent game. Again, more of a city builder than a real game. I mean, they've got some game mechanics, but it's not the same. It is quite lovely though, and very satisfying if you're just into the building aspect. Spore got pooped on so much when it came out because it wasn't the god game that it was supposed to be. It wasn't like Spore was supposed to be the last game you'll ever need to buy because it'll do everything and blah 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 blah. Listen, it's still a great game. Seriously, Spore is fun. Very, very fun. Just get this for $10. You don't need to get the other thing. Wow, and the creepy and cute pack for Spore, $10 as much as a game. I mean, if you get really into Spore and you really like creating creatures, then you go and get that sort of thing. But meh. The Galactic Adventures add-on wasn't bad. Is this really just an expansion that's more expensive? If it happens to include the base game, then you might want to go with that. Requires Spore to play. Just get Spore. Explore's good. It's fine. What was under strategy? Oh, Endless Space is pretty good. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you can get that. I mean, to me, I still don't think it was as executed as well as it could have been, but it's still a decent 4X games. If you like strategy games, you like space games. Crusader Kings again on sale. I think it was cheaper on the other site though. Warlock is a pretty good sort of fantasy version of Civ. You know, it's sort of like Master of Magic brought up to Civ 5 kind of standards, things like that. To me, I haven't played it much since it actually came out at release. I played it while it was still in the beta, and at the time it felt a little rough, and I really have to give it another go, but who's got time? That's my only problem. And generally speaking, if it's a game about a TV show or movie, don't buy it. The exception is the Walking Dead games, which are excellent. Pre-order now, get $50 in savings. I'm thinking that's $50 in savings on their DLC. Or something like that. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's going to be something like that. Anyway, that is it. I have to get going. I hope everyone has a lovely holiday. I am going to try to put up a lot of videos because theoretically I should have a lot of free time because I've got a week off of work. But in practice I have a lot of family stuff, so we're going to see how it goes. But hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next sale. See ya. Bye-bye.